ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Fusion Superplex, the place to be yesterday, as our two medalists from the IAAF World Championships stopped by for a meet and greet. Stephen Gardner, fresh off his gold medal run in the men's 400 meters, telling those on hand he didn't just do it for himself, but for the 242 as well.
It's a golden moment for me. All the hard work, the injury early in the year, I just had to stay focused and put God first and came out on top. So right now it's just a blessing and it's an honor. We raced a few other people in the races a few times before, so I just want to go out there and perform my best. I know that I've been putting in the hard work just like everybody else, and I know what I'm capable of doing. So it's butterflies, it's just normal adrenaline, but I never count myself out and I never count anybody else out, but I just go out there and focus on myself and do what I have to do.
Shawnee Miller-Weibo came up short of her ultimate goal of winning the world title in the women's one-lapper, but her silver medal performance brought with it a new national record, and just like Stephen, she's now number 6 on the all-time list. At the end of a long season, Shawnee just looking forward to some downtime.
I think I can speak for all of us when we say we just want to lay back and relax a bit, and enjoy the Bahamas. Yeah, eat some Kong salad.
Wow, look at
do it. We couldn't do that when we were in the middle of the season, but yeah, we're just going to come home. We're going to celebrate and just enjoy the time back with our people. For each of us, we're trying to stretch it as long as we could. It was a pretty long season, and so that means the break was a little bit shorter, especially with the Olympics coming back so soon. And so I think we're all stretching for about 4 to 6 weeks.
Team Bahamas bringing back a pair of medals from the Central American and Caribbean Bodybuilding and Fitness Championships held over the weekend in the Dominican Republic. Wellington Wallace on the podium, striking silver in the men's physique over 182 centimeters or 5 feet 10 inches.
I think my performance this year was much better. I practiced a lot, I trained hard, as always. I got second, it was 13 countries I went up against. I think I can improve more on my body in terms of my shoulders and my chest. The guy who won, I think he won because he had more shoulders. But overall, I think I did very well in terms of posing and presenting myself.
The Phoenix Suns, finishing up NBA preseason play last night with a 107-102 loss to the Denver Nuggets. After sitting out the previous game against the Portland Trail Blazers, DeAndre Ayton back in the lineup, tallying 14 points.
The game was kind of weird for me today on the defensive end. I wanted to really be physical because they let me start out I was being really physical. And I guess it turned down a little bit, or the momentum of the game changed. But our guys are, they really lock in when it's time to perform. There's a couple of slip-ups we got on the defensive end that gave Nuggets the momentum. Especially in our pick and roll coverages, just talking more when we're fatigued. We're going up and down, and the ball finally slows down. That's when we really have to amp it up on some of these guys because they really don't know how to play half court. They just know how to run that ball in transition. So just doing stuff like that and talking and trusting one another. We just gotta really lock in though on the small things, to actually be great and finish off games.
Buddy Hield and the Sacramento Kings playing their last meaningful preseason game last night, winning over the Utah Jazz 128-115. Buddy, a game-high 23 points, including this buzzer beater heading into the half. The Kings play an exhibition tomorrow at home against Melbourne United from Australia before turning their attention to the regular season, which starts next Wednesday on the road against DeAndre and the Suns. While the start of the NBA regular season schedule is right around the corner, meaningful games already underway for our pro bowlers in Europe, Asia, and South America. Kevin Altidore, 7 games into his season with Tromsø in Norway, averaging 23 points and 13 rebounds. Gio Bain in the Japanese 3rd division with Kanazawa averaging a double-double as well, 16.5 points and 10.3 boards in 6 games so far. LJ Rose has played in 1 game for Perinto, that's in Finland. They've played 4 games so far. In that 1 game, he scored 14 14 points to go along with 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. 2 Bahamians playing in the Spanish Gold League for Forcalleda. In 3 games, Shaquille Clare averaging 14 points, while Michael Carey has put up 5 points per game. Jerron Keno Burrows with Aillac Marine in the French Pro B League. He had 12 points in his team's season opening win. David Nesbitt averaging 10.5 points in 10 games so far with Palestina in Brazil. Jonathan Farrell with Brussels in Belgium. He's averaging 10.3 points in 4 games so far. Zane Knowles almost averaging a double-double after 3 games with Pau in Greece. 9.3 points to go along with 10 boards per game. Kadeem Colby averaging 10 points in 3 games so far for Akita in the Japanese First Division. Meantime, his brother Dwight in Turkey with ITU averaging 9 points in 3 games. The University of the Bahamas Mingos cross-country team at the Florida State University Invitational over the weekend. It's one of the most competitive in the region. On the men's side, Tyler Gardner dropped almost 40 seconds off his personal best to help UB to a 20th place finish in the 2017 field. Gardner, 174th out of 211 competitors in the 7K run. His time, 30 minutes, 56.60 seconds. Ralph Wood, 189th in 33 minutes, 24 seconds, knocking 25 seconds of his previous best. Leonardo Swain was 194th in 34 minutes, 1.9 seconds. Elijah Swain, 195th, 34 minutes, 13.3, a personal best there by 2 minutes. As for Joshua Davis, he was 196th, ran a personal best by more than 6 seconds, finishing in 34 minutes, 14.2.
My main goal was to get out and stay with the main pack. It means a lot that I came in faster than the time I ran 3 weeks ago. But I really wanted to stay with the pack for like the first 3 miles and finish strong.
My strategy was to go out hard and keep a constant pace throughout the whole race, and so I could PR. It was better than the Embry-Riddle course as it was like flat, so I was able to pick it up some more on the downhills as well.
On the women's side, Elena Mackey was the top finisher in the 5K run, placing 173rd out of the 228 competitors. Her time, 22 minutes, 44.7 seconds. That knocked almost 49 seconds off her previous personal best. Rumiko Josie, 182nd, 23 minutes, 18.5, shaving more than half a minute off her PB. Gabrielle Shannon running 23 minutes, 56.9 in her first collegiate cross-country meet. Davia McKinney, 198th in 25 minutes, 23.9 seconds, and Sierra Sitters 202nd in 26 minutes 4.9 seconds. That shaved more than 2 minutes off her personal best, the team placing 21st in the 2017 field.
My strategy was for the first lap to jog the first lap, and then the second lap to sprint it and try to get up with the rest of the pack. I was actually kind of in the back set of the people, and I wanted to be more up in the front.
My strategy out here was just to finish. Because after a little warm-up yesterday, I realized that this is a course that's very difficult, so I just want to put my best in what I did. And I enjoyed that I PR, and I did better than I did in Daytona.
Zamir Davis finishing on top of his pool at the Under-10 USTA tennis tournament in Coral Springs, Florida over the weekend. Zamir defeating Andre Zabant 4-2-1. Martin McGrath took care of 4-1, and Miguel Sosa 4-love. He then emerged from his pool to face the winners of the other 2 pools, where he finished 3rd overall. Chase Newbold also participating in this event and gained valuable experience despite not picking up a win. And we could also tell you a group of talented young Bahamians also competing in the under-12 and under-14 divisions. Michael Major Jr. emerging as a champion of the under-14s, while Jackson McTaggart made it to the quarterfinals in that division. In the under-12s, Kyrie's also bringing back the title home, while Patrick McTaggart, he had a good win in the round of 32 before bowing out in the round of 16. Mohammed Knowles teaching youths in the Baines and Grantstown community a very important life skill. For Knowles, it's all about turning a personal tragedy into triumph.
7 years ago, I started a camp in memory of my son that I lost in a swimming tragedy in a swimming pool by an accident. Okay, so I decided to start a swimming camp mainly for the kids in the inner city because they don't have access to pools and stuff like that. And summertimes they're very idle and they sneak off to the beach and what's not. I started a summer camp. I started up at the South Beach pools, busing them down there. And as of last year, I started to take them to the UB swimming facilities. Okay, we have trained professionals there, teaching them how to swim and we have certified CPR instructors. This year past, we had like 130 kids, boys and girls. Outside of the summer, I was approached by another swim camp, waterproof swimming camp, and we merged together to start swimming classes every Saturday from 1 to 3 at the Tamale swimming pool. That's been going very well, very, very well. So I take like 20 to 25 kids from around here, I bust them down there, and I bring them back.
The Bain and Grandstand Dominers Association closing out its 3rd annual National Heroes Tournament yesterday. Inspector Melvin Miller emerged as the overall champion. Now, in terms of the tournament as a whole, it's definitely been growing.
We have more young persons involved now than we had in the previous year, and so that's a plus for the community. And so these kind of initiatives that me and my company and we try to do, Vision Carnival Band, which is my band, we try to enroll in the communities to get young people. I mean, just to be involved, just to be something productive. Whether it's only fun and games, by all means, because a little game and laughter helps you to think differently sometimes. Hopefully, in the years to come, we're looking forward to reach the wider Bain Town community, not just here in Rupert Lane, but in the wider Bain and Grandstand area, where we can reach more young people and even the elderly. Because sometimes we need to get the elderly out of the house too sometimes, and dominoes and backgammon and chess sometimes, to get a little peace of mind.
The Champion Amateur Boxing Club hosting its 27th annual Elgoth Wright Golden Gloves Tournament over the weekend at the Wolf Road Square. The Strikers Club, Lionheart Club, and Keystone Major Club all in attendance. And according to organizer Ray Manis Jr., this is definitely the way to go to bring everyone together.
We will be here next week after next. So every other Saturday, we can be putting on boxing, live boxing, in order to develop and build the young talent. We see if you don't build the young talent, if you don't have no shows, you can't beat nobody, because these guys in the world has over 200 fights. You got to be able to match that so that you can have a chance of being successful.
That's a look at sports. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.